If you haven't seen the last episode, I strongly recommend you do so now, before you watch this one, because otherwise some stuff is not going to make sense to you. What's up guys, welcome back to episode 83 of Passport to Poland, and in today's episode we are away at Valencia in the Champions League, where those of you who took my advice in the intro and went and watched episode 82 before doing this will know we are currently sat second in the Champions League group, having just knocked off Juventus with a 1-0 win in Turin. So things to be positive about. In terms of what you've missed up until this episode, the last game we played was Lecce in the extra class. We beat them 3-1, and then we played Legia off camera. We beat them 3-0. Darren Mitchell with a brace, Reece Devine with a goal, Saul getting sent off, but it was a pretty solid performance all round. No complaints from anyone so far, so looking pretty good. Today we're playing Valencia and we're playing Wisla Krakow. We won't play Wisla Plock on camera because it should be just a straight destruction. Half their team is on loan from us. So there we go. So I have actually remembered for a change to set the team up, which is good. Akira Wright and Gomez is still unregistered, of course. Nick Francis is doubtful with some pulled knee ligaments, so he'll be on the bench today, but let's not expect to see him. In terms of the team today, we're starting with Wilson in goal, Black at right back, Stewart, Bang and Devine, Rico, Ribeiro, Jordao, Dostalek, Mitchell and Liss, with Francis, Angelastri, Longstaff, Sterling, Belodi, Vasily and Shimchak on the bench. So a fairly strong lineup. Sterling not starting because he can only play 45 minutes. Francis only recommended to play 75 max, but also still carrying that injury. So we'll try and protect him as best we can. He's there if we need him, but we'd like to not need him. Hopefully. Oh, excuse me. Weird cough. Still don't think I've got the Rona. Don't panic. Don't think I've got the Rona. Right. Gomez is the key man apparently, according to all the pre-match things. Maxi Gomez, who's been at Valencia forever, played 100 league games for them and has 46 caps for Uruguay. In terms of other players to watch out for, I guess Zielinski, Peter Zielinski. I think we've come up against him before. I think maybe when he was at Napoli. I think we came up against him for Napoli. I think he was the traitor who scored against us. Anyone else there that looks like we should know them? Malo Gusto, which is an incredible name. French player who came through the system at Lyon, has played at Sheffield Wednesday and Zulte Waregem, and made some appearances for Lyon upon his return. So presumably pretty good. We'll see what he's like. Anyone else? Big names. It's hard for me to remember big names. Gabriel Paulista. He's been at Valencia forever. Brazilian centre half. So we'll keep an eye on him. Guedes. I feel like I know the name Guedes. I don't know why. Gonçalo Guedes, Portuguese international. That's probably why I know the name. Also been at Valencia for a long time. Otherwise, the keeper is Danny Martin, who seems to have come from Real Sociedad, I think his spellings are. I really should try and figure out how I fix the names, because the usual fix doesn't work for me. On the bench, anyone? I feel like I know the name Niang. Mbaye Niang. Why do I know that name? Because he is at Valencia and Torino. Okay. It's fine. Is this Wilfred Zaha as well? It is Wilfred Zaha on the bench. 31 years old, on loan to them from Inter Milan, having left Crystal Palace to join Inter. That's not at all a concern. Not at all a concern. Wilfred Zaha showing up. Excellent. Okay, well, it looks like they're playing fairly defensively at the Nuevo Mestalla. So we'll see. Let's see what we can do. Currently on good form. I've no concerns about good form. We are aiming to score goals. Klaus Bank, we've scored goals by the way in the last 30 games consecutively. That was the achievement that popped up in the last game. So it's 31 actually consecutively we've scored goals in. Klaus Bang needs to keep his form going and being Klaus Bang, and Reece Devine needs to keep just scoring goals, Reece Devine things. That would be ideal. Let's get into it. Hope we can pull off another upset in the Champions League. If we can pull off another upset in the Champions League, that would put us well on the road to going through, which would be terrifying. If we can somehow prove Lyon to be the only team in the group better than us, that would be ridiculous. But we'll, let's not count chickens. We've only got 4 points as things stand. 3 points really. We only have 4 points as things stand. We've got ourselves a throw-in though. It looks like Darren Mitchell has picked up an injury. Let's hope that's not serious, because I can't afford to lose Darren Mitchell. We can't afford to lose our wonder kid striker. Dave Black though is going to take the throw, and we're a man down, which makes things interesting. Don't know why we've thrown it away to Vasquez, who's found... Well, he doesn't find Gusto. Rico's been... Jordao! Oh, Jordao having a pop and doing pretty well. What's Mitchell's problem? He's got a potential thigh injury. That's going to be a thigh strain, hopefully. Hopefully nothing more serious than that. Let's get creative. Mitchell should be back on the pitch by now. We'll keep him on as long as we possibly can, but if we have to take him off, we'll take him off. Tight hamstring, that's not the worst injury that can happen to a footballer. It's not the best injury that can happen to a footballer by any means, but it's not the worst. Valdemar Liss has picked up. Gabriel went right through the back of him there. That's got to be a red card. Is a red card. That makes life interesting for us. Really interesting for us. I think we've got to go attacking now and try and make the best of this. Let's push forward. Black with a throw-in. Finds Vasquez again. Black is not a throw-in guy. Ribeiro loses it to Guedes. We need to get back now. Gomez. Maxi Gomez on the run. Let's maybe try and tackle him, please. Please with the tackles. Tackles, please. Vasquez. Come on. Come on. Rico trying to do something awful. Anyone want to get rid of this? Dostalek is there, manages to get rid of it temporarily, but Vasquez will pick it back up. We need to try more defending. More defending. Please don't concede against 10 men. That will be embarrassing. Reece Devine. Let's hope this isn't a red card. Let's hope it's not a penalty as well, but let's hope it's not a red card. We need to get creative as soon as we possibly can. We're going to go to the VAR though. Look at our bench socially distancing. They're paying attention to the rules. The Valencia bench not so much. Let's see. Come on, guys. Come on. Let's not suffer here. Let's not do something stupid. Let's not. Outside the box. Brilliant. That was a moment. Okay. Let's defend this. Defending this is going to be pretty vital to our plans going forward. Zielinski with the free kick. Let's get rid of this. Gomez off the post. Klaus bang puts it out for a corner. Bang, and the danger is gone. And that is what we needed to see. Right, corner from Zielinski. Zielinski has punished us before when he was at Napoli, I remember. Mitchell is going to try and make a run though. He's injured, but he looks like he's moving okay. Although tackles like that won't help him. And now we've got to suffer through another Dave Black throw-in. We're frustrated by the feedback. Okay, well, they're down to 10 men. We're going to tell them we appreciate their efforts, but we are going to have to go out in the second half and really try and find a victory here, which may mean the necessity of sending on Shimchak, which is not the worst thing that could happen to us. We're going to go to the hour mark, see what we can achieve. Looks like we'll at least hold on to this point if things keep going the way they're going. Let's take off. We'll take off Dave Black because he's just been rubbish. We're going to risk Nick Francis. And I'm going to take off Darren Mitchell for Shimchak. I'm going to keep a sub back in case Nick Francis doesn't make it to the end. It's there in the pocket if we need it later on, but let's not waste a sub we might need. Talvin has picked up the ball out to the back to Vasquez, and it looked a lot like Wilson had that covered, but it's gone over the bar, and we need to start really making some progress here. Castagne forward to Guedes. Castagne has it again to Tovin. Let's do something with this, guys, please. Please defend. Vasquez, back post. Oh, just defended. More defending. Klaus Bang just gets rid of it. We've got ourselves a free kick anyway. I think it was offside. And that's okay by me. Right. Dostalek is having a mare, which is not what I need. So is Valdemar List, to be fair. Let's get creative. See if we can find ourselves a goal. Reese Devine is going to have to be the guy that comes off. I'm in two minds about what I do about the List Dostalek not playing well situation. Hopefully that will resolve itself as Reese Devine takes the throw and headed back by Jourdau. Jourdau with Devine with a cross. Shimchak is in there, but he can't quite get there. Nick Francis puts it back in. List is never getting that in the air. Loads of men over the ball. Jourdau has options. Rico, Ribeiro, Francis. What can Nick Francis do? Finds Dostalek. Dostalek has a pop and it grazes the crossbar. And good pressure. But good pressure is not going to help us. And it looks like Stewart has picked up a knock. So I think we're going to take Stewart off. We'll send in Gabriel Belodi. Which means Reese Devine is a risk. But, you know, we've got to preserve our players as best we can. Let's do a push forward. See what we can achieve with this. They're frustrated, but that's not good enough. Let's go very attacking. We're going to take a risk, see if we can get the extra 2 points. That would be really, really helpful. Let's head this clear. Dostalek, good work. Zielinski's picking it up, though. Can we maybe tackle Zielinski? Or Gomez? Maybe anyone, really? Let's just tackle anyone. Tackle anyone with a ball, get it back off them. Castagna has now got it. Come on, let's force them back. Force them back. Zielinski puts it forward for Niang. He's through. That must have been offside, surely. Must have been offside. I'm so sure that was offside. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Lucky escape, but he was definitely offside. Definitely offside. I'll take that all day long. Happy to take a 0-0 from today. I'd have taken a 0 at any point in this group stage, but taking a point from Valencia is definitely a big achievement. And we're doing okay. We're doing okay. Let's do a creativity shout for the last 10 seconds or so. Probably won't see another highlight, but you never know. You never know what can happen in this game. 0-0. And 0-0's never felt so good. Good performances by Bang and Jourdau. Good performances all round, really. Good performances all round. I'll take that. Let's see what he wants to. Let the team know we appreciate their efforts. Well, sure. Good stuff. Good stuff. Right. We're on 5 points. 4 points. 4 points in the Champions League group stage right now, just for the record. Which means as things stand, the group looks a bit like this. We are currently second on 4 points. Valencia have 3 from just 3 draws. Lyon are walking away with it, having picked up 7 points so far. But we're starting to look safe from Juventus. So maybe, small chance we're going to get through. Right, Darren Mitchell is injured. How bad is it? 1 to 2 days. I'll take that all the time. All the time. Right. Okay, let's see. They had a lot of a ball, but we made sure they couldn't do anything with it. That sounds like a good plan. He was pretty good for a centre half. We've received 775,000 for that point. And the Portugal boss Bruno Lago was at the Nueva Mestella looking at Jourdau and Ribeiro. Eddie Howe was looking at Mark Stewart and Darren Mitchell. Well, there's a turn up for the books. Right, let's go and come back for the Wisla Krakow game in the cup, shall we? Okay, and on to the second game of the episode against Wisla Krakow in the FA Cup. So, let's try and get through to the next round, shall we? We seem to be permanently playing away in the cup because we keep winning the league. I hate that weird rule, it's very annoying. Right, you have missed one game, the Wisla Plock game, so many Wislas. It was a 1-1 draw. We didn't play well. Sanofsky took his place in goal for the league like he normally does, and he was not great. Darren Mitchell wasn't great. Shimchak picked up a knock. Just all round bad performances, really. Jourdau as well didn't show up. We're lucky. We got lucky because Sterling managed to get himself a goal. He's on the road back to fitness, which is good. Which takes us to today's game, where we play Wisla Krakow, who I think sit mid-table. 15th, in fact, they've slipped down into the relegation zone, which is slightly helpful for us. We are, of course, the favourites, having beaten them 8 times out of the 12 we've played them, which is pretty good. And their manager is Victor Grishko, who used to be a coach here. Just a fun fact. So we've had two episodes where we've come up against ex-employees, which is nice. Right, let's get into the team selection. Team selection wise, we are going with this. We've got Sarnowski in goal. We're going to give him another chance. Cruz, Gomez, Stewart, Devine, Rico, Ribeiro, Jordao, Liss, Mitchell and Sterling up top, with Panada, Bang, Dostalek, Shimchak, Black, Longstaff, Vrite, Angelastri and Francis on the bench. Vrite and Angelastri not fully fit. They can both play if they need to, but let's try and keep them off unless we absolutely need to use them. I say let's try and keep them off, but I will try and find a place for Gary Vrite because he needs to play more football because I miss him. I miss having him in the team for Champions League games. But hey ho, it's fine. That's what happens. That's how it goes. They're playing with a 4-5-1. Arveladze is their star man. Vato Arveladze, Georgian international. They signed from Corona Kielce. Anyone here that's played for us? There must be someone here. We must have sold them loads of players by now. Dennis Silas, did he play for us? He didn't. Loska didn't. Anyone here? I'm sure we've sold them loads of players, but I can't see anyone whose name rings a bell. Shigel, maybe? No idea. No idea. I'm sure we sold them to someone. But either way, they're not playing, I guess, so that's going to be what's important. Let's get into it. Let's just try and beat them, move on handily to the next round, and see how that all goes. Into the tunnel, make some magic occur. Keziah Sterling can last the full match. Of course he can. He's Keziah Sterling. He lasted the whole last match. I don't know why it would be in question if he could this time. But, you know, I guess journalists don't pay attention anymore. So, hopefully good things. Let's get creative. We're 10 minutes in. Felipe Cruz is a throw-in to Mitchell. Back to Cruz. Options around him. Finds Alex Rico. Of course he does. Alex Rico, the engine room of the team. To Ribeiro. To Liss. Liss with the ball out wide to Reece Devine. Heads it down for Sterling. Can't finish it. Reece Devine has a pop and it's just wide of the post. And that's not the worst, not the best, but we need to be slightly more productive than that as Silas quickly takes a goal kick apparently. Let's get this clear. Reece Devine picks it up. Rico to Stewart. Stewart options around him. Gets tackled. Arveladze's through on goal. And luckily he put that wide because Sarnowski couldn't even be bothered to dive for the ball. Didn't even attempt to try and stop them scoring then, which was slightly disappointing. I think frankly if he tried to walk it to the line, Sarnowski probably would have let him do it. There's a reason I use Wilson in the Champions League, not Sarnowski, because Sarnowski is a bit odd. I just think he doesn't really have massively high eccentricity, but he's a bit odd. I don't know why he just doesn't seem to do the job well. But I feel like I need to keep playing him to keep him developing. So it's a risk I take, really, playing Sarnowski. Also, it gives me the luxury, of course, of being able to take Valdemar Liss off if I need to, and replace him with anyone in the squad. Who's on the ball now? Nesmianovsky? I don't know. Nesmialovsky, there we go. Couldn't read his name to save my life. Savicevic, ball out wide to Raum. Raum is trying to get through, but he just puts it wide. We're going to have to do a lot more than we're doing right now. Let's get creative and let's go attacking, because they're a significantly weaker side than us. So we should be able to start doing some damage to them by just attacking them. Would be hopefully the plan. We've got in half time 0-0. Let's hand that over to the assistant. As always in the cup, if you go to extra time, you get an extra sub as well. That's worth bearing in mind. So, you know, we could see 4 members of the bench should this be a draw at full time. Franca puts it into Shuka, and they're going to keep trying to play it around Shuka again. Ball out to Savicevic. Let's try and tackle them up here. That'll be good. Piefka, ball forward to Arveladze, but he heads it into the path of Gomez, and now Mark Stewart has the ball. Back to Gomez. Gomez, plenty of options around him, finds Felipe Cruz to Valdemar Liss. Liss can probably pass it to anyone he wants to and chooses Mitchell. Mitchell back to Ribeiro. Ribeiro has a think, plays it back to Alex Rico, who finds Valdemar Liss. Ball out wide to Reece Devine. Reece Devine, plenty of options. Can he get it in the box? He can. Keziah Sterling puts it away for his 13th of the season. And we are looking good. We are well ahead now, and we are going to go just far. So well ahead. We're 1-0 up. But it feels like we've scored a goal that ends the tie. So we'll take it. Right, Reece Devine picks up the ball out wide, gets the crossover. Sterling, one touch, bang, done. Done. 13th goal of the season, another assist for Reece Devine. And we are in the ascendancy, and we've got to keep an eye on everyone's fitness because we're going to need them for the games that are coming up. So, yeah, good times. Good times all around. I want to ask for more creativity. I know you did it a couple of minutes ago, but still. It's got to come up soon. There we go. More creativity. Let's keep going. Reece Devine is going to have to come off purely because he's tiring. So will Felipe Cruz, which gives me a chance to get Francis fit as well. Mitchell has picked up the ball to Felipe Cruz. Cruz through to Mitchell again. Mitchell has options around him. Takes a shot that was never going to get there. Can he get to the spilled ball? He can't. And that's been played away. Felipe Cruz having to really trek back because apparently nobody else can be bothered to go and pick up the loose ball. Igor Gomez has it though. Gomez will probably find Rico eventually. Finds Liss at the first time of asking. Ball out to Reece Devine. Devine has options. Plays it inside. Sterling can't get his foot on it and Longcar gets rid of it. That's gone out for a corner. And we're going to see what the outcome of this corner is before we make a decision on substitutes as Valdemar Liss goes across to take it. Whips it in. No one there to put it away. Frankie gets it away. And Stewart is the man to pick up the loose ball, and that's going to be the end of the highlight. Right, let's do this. I'm going to send on Angelastri because Angelastri needs to play. We'll send on Nick Francis to hopefully boost his match fitness, and we'll keep that last sub back. I mean, we all know it's going to be a carry, right? But we'll keep it back, just in case Darren Mitchell feels like scoring a goal. We'll keep it back. It's not the smartest thing I could do here. The smartest thing I could do here would be taking off Ribeiro or Jordao. But, you know, you guys have been watching this now for 80 odd episodes. You know I never do the smartest thing. A carry right's going on. Good work. Let's get the hero back into his rightful place up front. And let's see if he can find himself a goal just for the lulz. Liss makes a tackle on Hadzic. He's not going to get there because apparently this Hadzic guy has got an absolute Terence Frankie has got an absolute turn of pace apparently. Silas has picked up the ball, the goalkeeper. We need to get this headed clear very rapidly, and we do. Jordao heading it down to Liss, and now Liss is going on a run. He's got plenty of options if he wants to, and finds Angelastri as one of them. Angelastri back to Rico. Rico back over the top to Angelastri, who should have a free cross in. He does. Akiri Wright is there. Oh, it's offside. That's disappointing. He's still celebrating because he hasn't got the memo yet. Oh, he can't have been that far offside. Oh, one step offside. Disappointing, very disappointing, but still. We're leading. I can't complain too much. We are leading. It would be nice if Akiri Wright could get himself a goal, but it's not going to happen. Unless we go to extra time, then he might have a fighting chance of scoring a goal. Let's get creative again, just to see what we turn up here. Hopefully maybe something? No? Apparently not. Oh well, a 1-0 win because Sterling gets the goal. Akiri Wright makes an appearance for the first time in a long time. And, you know, we are through to the third round of the Cup, and we're going to find out who we play in the third round of the Cup in the next episode. Because we'll be coming back for the Valencia game here. Obviously the cup draw happens in the meantime, so that's what's going to go on in the next episode. Just do the things here. Let's do the quick press conference. I think we have a fantastic chance of doing just that. I'm pleased because he's Alex Rico. We'll say he made the correct call because he did. Peter Novak wants to sign Fraser Hornby. Well, I'd like to get rid of Fraser Hornby, so that's going to work out quite nicely. Obviously we get on because we used to work together. Fraser Hornby has had a goal today. He's only had 5 goals in 14. Benitez is having a good old season on loan too, which is good to see. Vigri have loaned most of our squad, so have Hoynachanka. Kelly Valenzuela failed to score. I'm going to get another question eventually asking me why he can't score goals. Alan Curtis, though, scored twice for Piast. Anyone else we've got on loan doing good jobs? No, 1 goal so far this season for Thomas Ramirez. Yestin Hughes did nothing of note. Good times. Alright, let's praise Alex Rico for being Alex Rico. Good work. Well done. McEachran, how's he doing? He's doing okay on his loan at Swansea. He might come back a really good player. Apparently played against Everton. Is that in the league? In the cup. Oh well. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what becomes of him. Nana Sinkham. Sure, Nana Sinkham has had a decent game off the bench. And for Vrishniak is also having a decent game. Good. Right, I don't know why I bothered paying attention to that. I don't normally. But there we go. Right, I'm going to wrap up the episode there, guys. Thank you very much for watching. As always, you can hit me on the social medias down here with the Twitter, the Insta, and the Patreon. I just put a thing on the Patreon. Yeah, I just updated the Patreon, by the way. If anyone wants to grab some random merch, it gave me an option and I play with it. But there's an option on there where you can buy hoodies and and mugs. Don't know why you'd want to, but if you'd like to, you can, I guess. It's over there anyway. Don't feel obligated. I just thought I'd point out that I put it on there in case anyone wants to have a go. Anyway, beyond that, please hit the like and subscribe button so more people can see this video, because that helps me out. Because, you know, it'd be nice to know people like my stuff. And in the meantime, guys, as always, I've been ChasingLamely. Thank you for watching. I'll see you very soon. Have a good one.